Hello, namaste. It's Leanne Peters here. I'm from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook and Temple of Balance on YouTube. And I'm here to create a healing event with you today. So I'll be here for the next 45 to 60 minutes and I'll be creating our 8-8 healing event. So it's the 8th of August here in Tasmania, Australia. It's exactly 9:10 a.m. It may not be the 8th of August for you yet. So you can join with me if you want. You can come back and revisit this on your 8th of the 8th if you want to. So welcome, extra special welcome to my Temple of Balance patrons, my Pillar of Light family, and all of those of you who support my work through my website. Thank you so much for your support. Your support helps me be able to do my work full time, and I've been doing it full time for now over 14 years. And you also help me be able to bring these sorts of videos out to you and out to others. So thanks so much. In fact, your support is essential in helping Temple of Balance stay open, if you like, to stay active. So thank you. So if you do enjoy my work, maybe go and have a look on my website, see if there's something that resonates with you that you can enjoy, plus you support my work. So thank you. So I'll be here for a while. We're going to be flowing through a few phases with this healing event. I do try and stop in on what I call the power day of the month. Hello everyone, lovely to see you. I do try and stop in. I haven't been able to the last couple, but I do try and stop in on the 2nd of the 2nd, the 5th of the 5th, and here on the 8th of the 8th. I'm not into numerology, so I don't have any reason for being here as far as something special happening in the world. I don't read the stuff that's been going around about the 8th of the 8th. I just am here because it feels right. That's simply why I'm here, and it feels right to be here, so that's why I'm here. I'm not here for any big other reason than that. So I trust you enjoy the time we spend together today. I trust I'm coming through loud and clear. So Hi everyone. So what I'm going to be doing, we're going to be smudging first. So I'm going to be using my sage stick. Now we're going to smudge to help clear the energy and prepare us for our healing time. So after I've smudged, then I'm going to pick a healing energy card as we go into our time of receiving. So this will be time for us, for you to receive what you need. So this will be 10 or 15 minutes. I've got a few different instruments here, so I don't know what I'm going to play yet. So I'll play the drum or the chimes or the singing bowl or something, and create a space of healing and support and time for you. So that'll be your time to receive, your time to soak up what you need. And then the energy will shift, and I'll pick another healing energy card, and we'll go into our time of giving. So this will be time where we come together and we send love and healing out around the planet, and also out to those that we love and care about who may be struggling at the moment. So that'll be time for us to give, and then that'll basically take us up to the end of the healing event, and where I'll pick another healing energy card to go and look at, okay, what's next? What do we need to know about now moving forward? So if you can join me for this whole time, great. Get yourself comfortable. If you have somewhere where you need to be and you can't hang around for the whole time, please know that you can follow this link back to the replay later. So if you want to come back and connect with this time, you might find it quite beneficial. So I think that's all I probably need to say for now. So let's start with our smudging and we'll go with it. So just bear with me a second. I've just been sneezing like mad, so my nose is very snuffly. Morning sneezes. Do you get that too? I tend to sneeze a lot of a morning at the moment. Okay, so our smudge stick, a part of one, it's still, I've got the dregs of my smudge stick. So this is sage. And let's use this time now to prepare ourselves to go deeper with this healing time. That's what I'm really interested in, is going deeper. So we have to, or what I've found is it's helpful to clear out our everyday clutter first. So that's what our smudging time's for, to clear out and breathe away our worries, our stresses, the pressure that we face in our life. So think about taking a nice deep breath and imagine this sacred smoke washing over your body and carrying away with it all negative energies, entities, cords, hooks, attacks and attachments. Be willing to let these things go. Now, if you have stuff going on in your life or things that you have to do later, things on your mind, things that you're dealing with in life, perhaps imagine putting those things outside your door for now, maybe in a box or something, if you can picture that, and just let those things that you have to do just not be occupy your mind during this next 45 minutes or so. So if you can imagine them out of your space, that will be great. So nice big breath. Okay, let's just stop and take 3 big breaths and think about breathing out the old and breathing in the new. So okay, thank you. Great. Let me just put my smudge stick out. I don't know if you've heard, I did mention it a while ago, but I did nearly burn our rental house down 7 or 8 years ago because I didn't put my smudge stick out properly. And it fell out of the, I think it was in a scallop shell at the time because I wasn't making pottery. And burnt a hole in the carpet and started burning a hole in the wood. So we were very lucky with that. Now I'm just going to grab a tissue. Okay, now let's go into our time. Hello. Okay, no worries. It's nice to see you all. So get yourself comfy if you can stay. We're going into our time now of receiving. So in other words, this is your you time. This is time now for you to soak up what you need. So it might be an opportunity now for you to really consider, reflect, tune in, ask yourself, do a check-in with yourself to see what you need right now. So if you could put what you need in a word or two or more, what would it be that you need? Do you need some support, some love, some strength, some calm? Do you need some healing? What do you need? Think about that as we prepare, because then you can hold that intention. So this is for everyone, Michelle. This is a healing event. So if you want to join in, please join in. I'm not connecting with people individually. Actually, that reminds me, just remember too, as we flow with this, to take on board what feels right for you, what resonates, and just let the rest go. So some of the things shared might make sense and some might not, and that's okay. So the best healing energy card for our receiving time, this is our time for us, is this. It's this. It's recenter. So I'm going to, card 16, I'm going to read this here, and then I'll talk more about this card and what I'm feeling. Welcome, Michelle. I know that you're new, because only new people would ask if they could have some guidance, because I don't do that in my videos. So welcome, everyone that's new. I trust you enjoy the time that we spend together today. So on this card here, it says, let go and allow flow. So that's interesting, isn't it? well, I find that interesting. I guess I did write it. Let go and allow flow. So that sort of implies that if we hold on, we might not be flowing, which is very true is from what I've experienced in my life. If I can let go, if I can surrender, release my hold on things, then I will be stronger and more aligned with my personal flow, which we could also say our natural rhythm. Your natural rhythm, my natural rhythm, my flow, your flow. They're going to look different. So not everyone's flow is going to look the same or feel the same, because we're all different people. We have different life experiences. We've got different personalities, different things that we enjoy or don't enjoy. So our flow is going to be unique for us. So what are you holding on to that's stopping you from flowing? What can you let go of? What can you surrender so you can slip further into your flow? It says, step into alignment with your flow. Welcome the new into your life. Awaken your feminine beauty, emotions, and physical connections. So recenter is our card as we go into our receiving time. So this is very much about aligning us with our flow again. And for some of us, we've felt a bit disconnected or detached from that flow and that rhythm. And maybe not for any specific reason. We might just feel a little bit disjointed at the moment, a little bit unsettled, a little bit out of the flow, if you like. I know for me yesterday, I had a terribly non-flowing day. I mean, when I look back, it wasn't that bad. But like I rarely have clay that I'm working with that just turns out horribly. And I've built a really ugly looking block of clay, I can tell you. It just was not working yesterday. The clay was so heavy and wet, and even though it felt like it was firm enough, it just wasn't working. So I actually had a really frustrating day yesterday because I felt that things just didn't seem to be working out. And usually they work out really, really easy. So usually I can just have the idea of creating something with clay and it seems to come together pretty well. There's only been probably once or twice, well, definitely once, maybe twice, where it hasn't really happened. And yesterday was one of them. So some of us have been feeling this. And it's not necessarily any reason that we can pinpoint as to why we might be feeling a little off, or a little disconnected, or a little bit disconnected from ourselves and our path, our flow. But you know, it just seems to be happening. So I feel this now, our time of receiving, would be a great time for us to reconnect, to realign with ourselves, recenter. So I like to imagine, I don't know if you can see these little white dots here, these little circles or spheres or chakras. I like to, when I'm recentering, just imagine I'm coming back into my center. So I imagine this energy running up and down my spine, right up to the crown of my head. And I try and bring my energy, my focus back into this space, very much physically, in my physical body, and finding that center. So I not only visualize it physically, but I also take big, deep breaths and imagine breathing up and down that column, my spine up through here, just to help bring me back into center. So if you feel you need to do that, then please do. If not, if you don't have an intention going forward into your time of receiving, then just be open to receiving what you need as we progress. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play the drum. I'm going to play my hoop drum here, and I'm going to play it for centering, for aligning, but also for support, to support us as we go through these sort of tricky, messy, chaotic inner times. So what I'm going to do is play the drum, and we'll see what happens. So nice big breath. There's nothing you can do wrong, so I'm going to play the drum if this is sort of a new thing for you. Just listen at the very least. That's the least you can do. Just listen. Let the rhythm of the drum hold you and support you. And if you have an intention, like I mentioned before, if there's something that you need when you checked in with yourself, then hold that intention. So if you need support, love, strength, healing, ask that as you step into this time. And just let the drum touch you in parts of your body where you need it. Let it support you and carry you further into yourself. Let it help you realign, recenter, get back into your flow again. So I think that's all I really need to say. Take some nice deep breaths and we'll see, we'll just flow with the drums sounds. So nice big breath. So I'll be drumming for 5 or 10 minutes. Enjoy. Thank you. I trust you enjoyed a bit of drumming time for you. So if you just joined in, that was your time of receiving, and I trust you received some strength, some support, some alignment, helping you get back into alignment, get back into center. As I was drumming, picturing, oh hi Sylvia, picturing the energy coming in and that center column, if you like, feeling stronger, so strengthened, and also connecting with the center of the heart. So bringing things back to the heart. We're tending at the moment to be very mentally heavy, so very heavily overthinking things, running in on our frustrations, our agitations, tension that we might be feeling or noticing. So I've noticed quite a strong message just in the last 12 hours or so is very much about coming back to the center. So not just that central column, but the center of our heart. So approaching things with love and compassion if we can. And that might help soften that harsh, tense energy that's playing out, that's very mentally driven. That's what I'm noticing at the moment anyway. I don't know if you're feeling something similar. But that's our recentering time for you. When I'm drumming, I'm always looking for what I call the sweet spot. So I often drum around the head of the drum, really listening and paying attention to, there's little spots on the drum's head, on the drum surface, that just sound just a little juicier than the rest. There's just a little bit of something in them. So I usually work on those sort of sweet spots for a little bit. So if you've got a drum, I don't know if you tend to do that, but it's lots of fun if you want to. So thanks so much. That's our receiving time over. So thanks so much for joining me for that. If you have to go, thanks for connecting. If you want to learn more about me and the work that I do at Temple of Balance, please visit my website at templeofbalance.com.au. I'm not finishing yet though. We're going now into our time of giving. So we've received, and now we're feeling hopefully stronger, more aligned, more centered, taller within ourselves. Now we're ready to now come together and share this energy out to others that we know who may be struggling, but also around our planet. So that's our intention now. If you just joined in, don't worry, we'll do a little bit of centering before and probably a little bit of grounding before we hold that intention. So now I'm looking for the best healing energy card for our giving time. So this is time of sharing our energy, our intentions with others, with our planet. So I'm looking for the best healing energy card in regards to our giving time. Now I don't really care about cards that jump out. Some people do, and that's fine for you. It doesn't work for me. So I'm back to shuffling and looking for the best card for our giving time, which is this here. Oh, it's Cycles of Change, card 15. Thank you. It says, be open to messages and change. This feels to me like be open to change in the world. You know, we can see in a lot of places just in the world and what we're hearing about, what we're experiencing, that things in some cases, or in most cases perhaps, aren't working. So I think for us moving into our time of giving, it's going to be important for us, especially now we might be feeling a little more centered and a little bit more heart connected, to be open and willing for the world to change. That means structures and things that we've come to expect perhaps, or think of as just being there, are likely going to change. So being open to that change is really important. It also says go with the flow. We've said that before, haven't we? And welcome the element of wind to help you through this time. So this is mind, mental, throat healing. This I like, and I'm going to rename this card when I redo this deck next year, to Winds of Change. this card tends to bring with it winds, so quite strong winds, although it's dead calm outside here right now. But it does bring about change, you know, the winds of change. So I think about a storm that moves through really quickly, and it stirs up and blows up all the debris that we've left loose around our home. And then the next day, or as the storm passes, we're then left to deal with and clear up the aftermath. And that's sort of the same with this energy. So I feel, as far as for the reason we've picked this card, which is our time of giving, I feel it's really important for us to consider being open to change and the winds of change sweeping around our planet and sweeping into the world, into the structures and the systems, the corporations, the institutions that have maybe become a bit rigid, or maybe not supporting the evolution of our species and where we want to be moving to. So winds of change, cycles of change. I'm going to sit this down here. I'm going to play the singing bowl, my crystal singing bowl, and I'm also going to grab a couple of chimes. So this is the throat chakra, which is G, should be. And so let's grab, we'll grab the crown chakra and the crown and the solar plexus. So let me just do a test as I'm getting these things together. What? My light has already run out? Okay. And we'll add the base chakra in here too. So we've got, for those of you musically inclined, we've got C, E, B, and this is G. Should be. Okay, let's just get these down. Now I am going to talk us through this. Maybe I should turn my light on. That's a little brighter. I'm going to talk us through this. So this is our time of giving. So follow what I'm saying if you want to. And if you don't, if you're inspired to do your own thing, then please do your own thing. You don't have to follow what I'm saying. This is just a guide. So I'm going to play a combination of the singing bowl, crystal singing bowl de quartz, and a few of the chakra chimes, and talk us through this. So get yourself comfy, put your feet flat on the ground, or if you're laying down, just feel the weight of your body on the bed or couch or wherever you might be. Take some nice big breaths and just find your center now. So find your center, connect with your body, feel the weight and support of your body. And imagine, or bring your attention down to the earth beneath you. Whether you've got your feet right on the sand or dirt or grass now, whether you're a story, 10 stories up, whether you're in a plane, it doesn't matter. Just feel the earth under you. So feel its love, its support, its nurturing, its stability underneath you, always, while we're in this physical body anyway. Take a nice big breath and imagine drawing up from the earth and up into the soles of your feet, or up into your spine if you're laying down. Draw that energy off the earth up into your body. You may imagine it as like a red-brown light coming into your body and filling you up. It goes specifically or directly to places or parts of your body where you need it, where you're feeling pain or aches, or where you just feel a little empty. Bring that love and support from the earth into those areas of your body. Now imagine that we're all holding hands in this beautiful circle of love. So imagine holding hands with someone next to you who's connecting now or later to the replay. And now we imagine sending this love, this strength that we feel, sharing it around our circle. Giving out or sending it out through our left side and receiving in through our right side. Giving and receiving. We cannot give more than we receive, and we cannot receive more than we give. All is perfectly balanced. We also don't take on other people's stuff. We are safe and protected. So let's continue to share and build this energy through each other, through ourselves, through our circle. And now let's imagine placing into our circle those people that we love or care about who are struggling right now for whatever reason. Imagine them in our circle. We put them in there with love, with loving intention. But we never force this on them. So even though we might have a loving intention because we see them struggling, it's always going to be up to the individual whether they want to take this energy or not. And we respect that. Let's respect people's choice, whether they want to receive or not. So we can still place them there and trust if they want it, they will agree. They will say yes on some level. If they don't want it, it's okay. It's their life. It's not up to us to think we know what's best for another person. So let's hold those that we love in our circle, holding them in love and with much respect of their free will. And now let's extend this energy up to our crowns as we connect in our circle, crown to crown, building and raising the energy vibration. And now expanding this energy up from our crowns and out and around the planet, where we cover the planet in this beautiful blanket of love. And this love finds anyone who's lost or alone, anyone who's grieving, anyone who just needs a bit of love, then this love finds them. Again, we don't force it upon them, but we allow them to take it if they choose. So we flow this love into the hearts of the animals who want to receive it, and also the areas of the earth that want it and need it right now. From the deepest oceans to the tallest mountain peaks, up into the atmosphere and beyond, and down past the deepest oceans and right down into the core of the earth. So picture the earth held in this beautiful blanket of love. And we leave the earth now held in this blanket of love as we bring our attention back to our circle. And here we draw that high vibrational love we've been generating, and we bring it down into our crowns in the circle and then down into our individual bodies. So here we bring that high vibrational love from above down into our bodies, where it mixes with that earthly love that we connected with before. And they merge and meld together. And here we merge heaven with earth, spirit with matter, Here we bring all of who we are into this moment, above and below. And we let these energies blend together. The earthly energy, the high vibrational love. Feel them meet in your body and swirl and mix together. Feel them grow, because they seem to work better, even better together. So feel yourself grow, feel yourself expand. Feel yourself being ready to embrace the next step of your life, the next moment of potential for you. Feel your readiness to proceed, to continue, to open new doors, set new intentions, create new things. Reach out to people you may have felt disconnected from. Reconnect with yourself. So you stand tall now, tall in your body, and ready and willing. You stand tall as the loving being that you are. Thank you. I trust you feel great. Just put my chimes down. Thank you. If you just joined in, we've been doing our time of giving, sharing, and we've been doing it with the energy of this card too, cycles of change. So thank you so much. Thank you for joining me today. I will be pulling a healing energy card in a moment to look at what's next for us. So before I do that, thank you so much for joining me today. If you've enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up button. Please show us some love. Please comment or share if you're inspired to. And if you want to connect more privately, please send us a message through our website. Thank you so much. If you want to learn more about me and the work that I do at Temple of Balance, if you want to support my work, if you've got something out of this and you'd like to offer a little bit of something back, maybe go and grab yourself a deck of cards that I made, or grab yourself a meditation, become a member of our Pillar of Light family. There's lots of things on my website, so if you have enjoyed this and you're able to, your support's really, really helpful, and I appreciate and never ever take it for granted. So thank you so much. While I have your support, Temple of Balance continues. So thank you. So thank you so much. I think that's all I really need to say. So let's grab a healing energy card to go. So I'm looking for the best card we need to know for what's next. So this is where it really matters. Like I say many times, we can sit here for 40 minutes or whatever, however long it's been, I have no idea. We can sit here and feel good, feel clear, feel strong, feel loved, feel connected, but it means nothing if we don't take this now and apply it to our life. So that's why I'm looking for this card. I'm looking for tips, perspectives of how to apply what we feel now, so we don't turn this off and go back to feeling miserable or alone or angry, but that we go back to our life and think about how we feel during these types of connections, and how we can implement and apply what we feel to our life so we can become better people and improve our lives. That's where it counts. That's where it matters. So that's what I'm looking for now. I want to know the best card for what's next. What might be a good thing to focus on as we get ready to turn this off and move into our everyday life. With that too, for those of you joining in the healing program, I'm just about, as soon as I finish this, I'm going over to share a video over there. So keep an eye out if you're in our healing program that's happening now in our Facebook group. I'll be over there shortly. So the best card for what's next for the majority of us. So that means it may resonate, but it may not. That's okay. Something to think about. And look at this, manifest. Card 54. It says bringing ideas, projects into reality. But we can also say bringing the healing, bringing the strength, bringing the love, bringing the connection, whatever it is that you've felt personally, into reality. It's exactly what I was just talking about, which is manifesting, basically bringing into form what we've been feeling during this sharing together. It says the manifestation process, which is usually simply idea, action, takes form in general, with all the little bits in between, but that's generally the process. Birthing the new in physical form, the gift of life, transformation, healing, action, abundance and happiness, and creation. So this is about bringing things, whether it's our connection, what you feel during this time together, simply, or it could be something a little bit more for you. It may be the ideas that you've had, the passions that you feel growing inside you. What can you do now to bring these into form? Sometimes there feels to be like a big gap between the idea and the passion and the inspiration. We feel it, we get excited by it. And then sometimes it's a big action period before that thing manifests. So it's the example of writing a book's a great example, because we have the idea perhaps to write a book. We have the idea of, and maybe start planning to expand those ideas, where we want to take that, what we want the book to be about, etc., etc. So we maybe start planning to evolve our idea. And then there's a huge process of action. Every single little word, sometimes those words are scrubbed, and new words come in. Every little word is an action step that takes us towards that big step at the end of holding the book in our hand. So, sometimes it is a big action period. So if you feel inspired, if you've got these ideas that you've been starting to expand through planning, then this card's also about, honouring that action phase. The action phase is usually the phase, if we've passed the ideas and been inspired phase, if we've still got it alive, then the action phase is usually the phase that we give up, or we put things on hold for a while and maybe come back and revisit. So if you have had an idea that you've started taking action on that's become a little bit weak in energy or waned a little bit, it might be worth revisiting that if you've been thinking about it lately, and think about how you can take action, what you need to do, what steps you need to take, what experts do you need to talk to get, what research do you need to make to get that action, that idea going again. So you can start, eventually see this thing in form, let it manifest in your life. So manifest is our what's next card for now, for moving forward. What's next? How can we manifest this? How can we bring that's important to us into form? How can we make it something that we touch and experience in our life? By sitting back talking about it, or sitting back enjoying these types of connections and then putting it off and forgetting about it, that's not manifesting it. That's probably enjoying it while it's happening, but we're not using it to help us improve ourselves or improve our lives potentially. So thank you so much. I've used my healing energy cards. You can learn more about these on my website at templeofbalance.com.au. Thanks so much for connecting. I trust you've enjoyed our time together today. My intention now is to go over to, providing I've got enough battery life on my phone, which I can't see, I'm going to go over to our healing program group now and touch base. It's the start of that today, day one, so I'm going to touch base in there and share a few things. And then my intention is to come back onto this page and share the guidance for Thursday and Friday. So you should see me back on this page if you're not part of the program in 10 or 15 or 20 minutes. So I will be back soon, and I'll see those of you doing our program in a few minutes. So thanks for joining me today. I might see you again on the 9th of the 9th for our next public healing event, but there's also several healing events throughout the month for patrons, for Pillar of Light family, and things like that. So thank you. I trust you've enjoyed our time together. Thanks so much for being here, and sending you lots of love from my heart to yours. Thank you so much. Namaste. See you in a few minutes.